Journey of risk. In this video, I am going to explain you what is risk, what is probability, what is impact, what is residual risk, secondary risk, what is qualitative risk, and then quantitative risk and monitor risk. So let's start. First, I will start from what is risk. Risk is uncertain event that can have positive impact or it can have negative impact on any of the project objective. Risk is probability into impact. Probability mean what is the likelihood of something happening or there is chances to something will occur. That is most important thing regarding probability. Probability is 0 to 99.99%. If probability go to 100%, if probability of event become 100% of occurrence, then it does not remain risk. That it does not remain risk. It become a issue. It become a issue. When probability of event become a 100% of occurrence, then it does not remain risk. It become a issue. Then risk management plan will tell us how to manage all the risk. How to manage all the risk. Then risk management plan will tell us how much tolerance of the organization. Then how much stakeholder can bear the risk. And risk management plan will tell us is the organization or stakeholder or risk seeker? Are they running towards the risk? Risk management plan will tell us are the organization or stakeholder or risk averse. They are running away from the risk. And risk management plan will tell us are the organization or stakeholder or risk neutral. It's mean they will check they are neither risk averse or nor risk seeker. They are looking the risk. They are betting when risk will upper. They will see who will take this opportunity or not. Then risk management plan will tell us the definition of the probability will be given in the risk management plan and definition of the impact will be given in the risk management plan. Then risk management plan will explain regarding each and everything relevant to the risk. And then we will do qualitative risk. What is qualitative risk? Qualitative risk is a risk management plan will tell us which matrix we are going to use to rank the risk. We will use 3 by 3 matrix, low, medium, high, or we will use 5 by 5 matrix. Very low, low, medium, high, very high. Risk is probability into impact. Probability very low, low, medium, high, very high. Then impact. I will give a number very low 1, 2, medium 3, high 4 and then very high 5. Then I will give a number to impact 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. I will rank the risk. This multiply this 1, then you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then multiply 2 with this 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Then you multiply with this 3, 6, 9, 12 and 15. Then multiply this with this 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Then multiply this with this 5, 10, 15, 20 and 25. We will get a risk, a number. Then in the risk register, for example, in the risk register there is given a 200 risk. We will not go and tackle all the risk appropriate approach, same appropriate approach, or we will not tackle all the risks same way. These uh, very low and low risk we will put in a risk register in a watch list, and we will see in the future they are increasing or decreasing. And for example, we will go for these risks that are very high. We will see with the organization, we will go for further analysis or we will go for detailed analysis or not. If organization says we will go for detailed analysis, then we will go for the quantitative risk analysis. If we will not go for quantitative risk analysis or further detailed analysis, then we will go directly to the risk response. These are 21 to 25, these are very high risk. And then 16 to 20, these are high risk. And then 11 to 15, these are medium risk. And then low risk is 6 to 10, and less than 6, that are very low risk. And then we will go for quantitative risk analysis, and we will use different tools for the quantitative risk analysis. First, we will use for quantitative risk analysis, first tool is Monte Carlo analysis. What is Monte Carlo analysis? Is probability distribution graph. Probability distribution graph. For example, we have a $40 million. The probability of achieving the project is 12%. If we have $45 million, probability of achieving the project is 25%. If we have $50 million, then we have probability of achieving the project is 50%. If we have $60 million, then probability of achieving the project is 100%. It means Monte Carlo analysis will tell us how much time required to complete the project or how much money is required to complete the project. Monte Carlo analysis will tell us. Then second tool we are using tornado diagram or sensitivity analysis. This will tell us how one parameter, how one risk will affect all other parameters, or how one risk will affect or how one risk will influence all other parameters. For example, we are 15 friends and we go to a tour or some trip, and there is extreme winter, the winter is same for each friend, but how this winter will affect all the friend. For example, the second friend winter will affect more, and then fifth friend winter will affect more, and then 10, and then so on. I will give you another example. For example, fire occur in your office. Fire occur in your office. First, paper will burn, and then electrical equipment will burn, and then furniture will burn. So, tornado diagram will tell us both the effect, positive and negative. Tornado diagram will tell us both the effect, positive or negative, and also tell us how one risk will affect all other parameters. Then we will go for third tool for quantitative risk analysis is expected monetary value. What is expected monetary value? For example, we have three risks. Risk is probability into impact. Probability is 10 and impact is minus 10,000. We will get minus 1000 expected monetary value of this risk, and then we'll go for second risk, that is probability is 20 and impact is minus 6000. We will get expected monetary value of this 1200. And then 3 risk is probability is 90 and impact is plus 2000 and expected monetary value we will get plus 1800, and then we will calculate all these, we will get 4000, 400. It's mean we require a 400 to tackle this risk. We require a 400 to tackle this risk. This is the expected monetary value. There is also decision tree. What is decision tree? There is 3 option or 4 option. Which option to choose? We will simply multiply probability into impact and we will get the expected monetary value of each option, and which is the higher the value we will go and select that one, and that is the good for, if we will select the higher value that is the good, if the lower value that is the worst for that one. And then we will go, the last tool of quantitative risk analysis is influence diagram. How one activity connected with all the activity, or how one activity will affect all other activity, or how one activity will have influence on all other activity. For example, activity A connected with activity B, then activity A connected with C, activity A connected with D, and connected with E. It's mean activity A can be delayed because of these all other activity, because activity A is connecting all the activity. It is affecting all other activity. This is all about quantitative risk analysis, and then we'll go for the risk responses. There is two type of risk responses. Risk is probability into fact. Two type of risk responses, positive and negative. There is two type of responses, positive and negative. First we will go for negative responses. First response, negative response is avoid the risk. World took the example of corona. When corona occur, they did the lockdown. They don't go outside for work or for project. If the activity is too much risky or it will kill someone, then we will not perform that activity. We put a probability 0, multiply with anything, it will get 0. We are not doing that activity at all. If we cannot avoid that activity, we will go for mitigate. We will go for mitigate. We will decrease probability and impact. We will decrease probability and impact. We will minimize the risk. And third is transfer. Transfer the risk. We will take example for insurance, a car company. We will transfer our risk to another company. But when we will transfer the risk, we have to pay a premium amount. We have to pay a premium amount for that. Then we go for positive risk, and first response is exploit. First response is exploit. We will enhance the probability near to 100%. We will enhance, we will increase the probability near to 100%. And then second response, positive response is enhance. We will increase both probability and impact. We will increase both probability and impact. And then third response is acceptance. Acceptance is both for positive and negative. Acceptance also two types: active acceptance and passive acceptance. Active acceptance and passive acceptance. In active acceptance, we will make a plan. We will make a contingency plan. If we will tackle the risk in a proactive way, we will use a more of reactive approach. We will use a more of reactive approach. We will do a planning. We will make a plan, contingency plan. If contingency plan fail, we will go for fallback plan. Contingency plan for specific person purpose we call plan A, and fallback plan we will call plan B. If contingency plan fail, we will go for fallback plan, and because we are doing planning here, we will use the reserve from contingency reserve. We will use the reserve from contingency reserve. And passive acceptance, we don't do anything. When risk occur, we will do a workaround for passive expense, and we are not doing in planning here. We will use the money from management reserve. We will use the money from management reserve. And then this is complete regarding the quantitative risk analysis. And when we implement a risk response, and the result of implementing risk response and little risk remain, that is called residual risk. That is called residual risk. If we implement a plan, then an other risk occur. Then an other risk occur, we will call secondary risk, and we have to calculate this secondary risk. And last is monitor risk. We will audit our process to check the plan effectiveness, and we will check residual risk, we will check secondary risk, we will check all the risks they are happened, and the responses also we will check the responses of that, and also we will check the contingency reserve. For example, activity A we have put $200, activity B there is reserve for $100, activity C have $300 reserve, and activity D has $500 reserve. And activity B use all of reserve, activity A use all of reserve, activity B use only $50, and activity C did not use any reserve, and activity D use 400 reserve. These all remaining reserve go back to the pool of reserve. These all remaining reserve go back to the pool of reserve. We cannot use the reserve for one activity to another activity. So all remaining reserve will go back to the pool of the reserve. This is all about risk. If you will master this journey, you should clear the PMP exam question that are relevant to the risk. That are relevant to the risk. What is risk management? In planning, we will plan risk management, then we identify all the risks, and then perform qualitative risk analysis and quantitative risk analysis, and then plan risk responses, and during execution we implement risk responses, and monitoring and control we monitor the risk. For PMP exam are containing three domain. First domain is business environment, and that is the 8% of the exam, and I have different mocks for business environment. If you will solve that mocks for business environment and you will get the number more than 80%, then you will be able to clear all the questions that are relevant to the business environment. And second domain is people domain, and that is 42% of the PMP exam, and I have three more 60 question each mock are containing, and if you will solve these three mocks and you will get the number more than 80%, then you will be able to clear this second domain. And third domain is a process domain, and that is 50% of exam, and I have three different mock and containing each 60 question. If you will be able to do the all three mocks and you will get the number more than 80%, then I am quite sure you will be able to clear the PMP exam with all above target. I have two sessions for that PMP exam. First one is one-on-one session, and it should be customized according to your requirement. and fee for one-on-one session is very less. And second is batch session, and fee for batch session is also very less. If you want to join, you can join my anyone session as suits you. So see you there. Live with passion. Bye bye. Take care and thanks for watching this video. So you should master this video and you will be able to clear all the questions that are relevant to the risk management. See you there. Bye bye and take care.